Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Teri, and this is my lovely compatriot sister, Alice. Allie. Um, you know, I love that you're talking with Alice and Allie now because I was told I should go back to my maiden name of Johnson. That they said, okay, if I go by Terry Renner, that's a
Yeah.
good name. That's a 6, which is very spiritual, peace, love,
Uh-huh.
understanding. Not a lot of money.
Okay.
But if I change it to Terry Johnson, that brings in all that, and it's, I can't remember if that was a 7 or what that was, but it's a or maybe it's an 8. It's
An
a
8 is money. Yeah.
yeah,
An 8 is money. Yeah.
yeah. So they
Wow.
much better.
Did Deb tell you that? Did she do
No, and
you
I've been trying to get a hold of her. I need to
Okay.
email her again, but no, it was Shannon.
Oh, it was Shannon.
Um,
Okay.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Well, you know, that's a good idea. Um, uh, Keith is an 8. He doesn't seem to have a lot of money around him, but I'm a 4. If I'm just that was my birth name was a 4.
Oh,
But
and 4 is
but
good.
Allie Martin was like, I don't know. And then, she wanted me to change it to a different spelling of Allie, and I said, "I'd rather go back to Alice, try that." Because
Yeah,
why change the spelling of it if you can just yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, that's cool,
yeah.
though. Yeah, that's cool. I think you should
Yeah,
if you feel so inclined. No offense to the
yeah.
Renners, no offense. Right.
Well, yeah, it's an unusual name, but it's my kid's name and,
Sure, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, saying hello to all you wonderful numerology giants.
yeah.
Karen, Leah, hey, Annie Bear,
Mhm.
Bora Bora, gosh, lots of people coming in. Carolina, hello, lovely.
Yeah. Mhm.
And, Connie, Tea Garden Chicken. Yeah, I love that.
I know, I love that name too.
I always
Yeah.
get hungry when I think about that. Laura Herman Davis.
That's
I'm
true.
always hungry though. Yeah, and chick from Mojio, from
Chick
Mojio,
from Ohio. Chick from
from
Ohio.
Ohio. Oh, I thought that this was very exotic, but it's from
Oh,
Ohio.
okay.
You know? Yeah,
Uh-huh,
Ohio can be exotic
uh-huh.
too, I
It
guess.
can be. Yes, it can.
It's a nice state. Hi, Amanda Carroll and Anna.
Mhm.
Rotsy's here. Welcome everybody. Ness is here. Yay. Oh my gosh,
Yay.
and Fern's here too. Starseed Awakening. Hello, gorgeous.
Hi. Yeah. Nice
Yeah,
to see you. Yeah.
right. Um,
Uh-huh.
so today is archetypes and oracles. So if anybody wants an oracle reading or an archetypal reading, that's what we
Mhm.
do today. But first, we implant some wisdom,
That's right. I do
and that's
wanna
who
say
we're following.
that, especially to Rossi and any of you down in the Florida, Georgia
Yeah.
coastal areas, much love and prayer. Rossi, I hope you didn't get any invasion of your water into your place or anything. And anybody else from Florida. Um, oh, did someone say Shenanigans is also here today? And Jazz, wow. And
Yeah.
Laura. Yeah, thanks everybody. Sandra Dole. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just want to make sure everybody's safe down there. I've been watching it like crazy. I did not have a good feeling about this one. And everybody this morning was talking about how the energy was so different with this one.
Uh-huh.
It just
Yes.
felt so heavy.
I think you're right. And Mary, you're getting the winds from the storm in Ohio already? Really? Okay. That's interesting. Rossi, oh, you're in South Florida. Okay. Hi, Anna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Implanting wisdom, Amanda's going to loosen her soil.
Yeah.
As
We'll add some fertilizer. No problem,
long as you don't
Amanda.
soil yourself, Amanda, then you'll be okay. Uh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ness says Florida never had a Cat 4 reach ground before.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really, really
Yeah,
scary.
sure.
Oh, Ohio's got rain. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. Just a lot going on, you guys.
There is. There is. Yep.
Um, yeah. Virginia and North Carolina have geographical features that makes them more prone to flooding.
They do.
I
Well,
didn't
they're under sea. First of all, Virginia, especially Virginia Beach, is below sea level.
Yeah.
So, the inundation from any kind of storm would be incredibly bad. And I have my stepdaughter lives in Charleston. And so we're hoping that she's okay, but she's not right on the water. So hopefully that's
Good.
the
Good.
earth is
Yeah.
speaking. Is anyone listening?
Mhm. Right, Mary?
Very good
Yeah.
reminder. Yeah.
Lots of wind in Illinois too.
Oh.
What? Um,
Oh, is
Scott
he?
Scorpio. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, I sure do hope to
Uh-oh.
Margatha in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, and Dr. Gale in North Carolina, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna be, on the show on Saturday.
Oh,
Um,
good.
yeah, I hope
Yeah.
she's okay. Um, Tea Garden Chicken, 6 souls crossed over so far. Oh, I'm so
There's some
sorry to hear
people that didn't leave, even though they were told to leave. And actually, I was looking last night. I was up about 2 a.m. and I was watching the Weather Channel, and there was real bad flooding in Valdosta, Georgia. And there was a lady that was, her car was flooded all the way to the roof, and they had to come get her with a boat. So that was then. I don't know. So that's okay, Dolly. That's all right. That happens a lot. The self-correct thing does that all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah. High
yeah.
duty.
Um,
Yeah.
you know yeah, so I don't know how, but somehow I thought 21 had passed.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that's like a hit or if that's what that is. I hope it's not.
Oh,
I hope it's just
okay.
6. Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Hey,
And
Jen.
yeah. And then, you got to also think about the people might be fine, but they won't have a home to go back to. And so I'm sending just a lot of really most beneficial outcomes for everybody, because we can't fool Mother Nature, and she's the boss, but that doesn't make us callous to other people's suffering. So much, much love to all of you who are in that area or the residual. So
Yeah, and the
yeah.
animals, right,
And
Amanda?
and
Yeah,
the animals, and the animals. That's right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's too much. It's too hard. Um,
Yeah.
I lived in South Florida for 8 years, and I remember packing up to go, and,
Mhm.
one time they came around, we were, like a block off the beach, and they came around. It was just gonna be a tropical storm, but, we were gonna stay,
Mhm.
and they came around, and they were marking off, they had these big, labels that they were marking off, and I said, "What are those for?" And he goes, "Those are tow labels for the bodies." And I was like, "Whoa, that just went
Yeah.
home."
Chills. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
my. When I lived in Panama City, what was the hurricane that was down? It was 1992, I think. It was a Hugo or something. And it just devastated like this whole block of homes down there, further down south.
yeah.
Is it Homeland
Homestead,
or Homestead?
Homestead.
Thank you. Yeah.
Homestead
Yeah.
got hit really hard. That I can't
They
remember.
did.
I don't think it was Matthew. I think it was a different it might have been Matthew, but I
Uh-huh.
remember that one coming in, and, it was headed straight for the area that we were in. We were in, Southern Palm Beach County, in Delray
Uh,
Beach. It was
uh-huh.
headed straight for us. So we went,
Yeah.
north
Thank you.
and, found a place to stay, which was I mean, it was bumper to bumper on the freeway and,
Yeah.
everybody getting out of town, but they, it wouldn't have been far enough inland,
Right.
as far
Right.
inland
This has
as we
been real
were.
devastating because it went so far inland.
Yeah.
Sonia, people were stuck in the elevator. You called, but they had to wait hours. Water was too high. Oh
Oh
my
my god,
God, what a
Sonia.
nightmare that must have been for those people. Oh God.
Oh,
So sorry to hear that.
yeah.
You rest. You rest, girl. You got to strengthen up your energy. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Janet, You already have a lot of rain from the hurricane. I saw that St. Louis was gonna get it, but I don't think KC's gonna get it. I don't know, I
Uh-huh.
could be wrong. Um, um, Anya says, I think it might have been Linda G that said, her guide said it would be climate change that brought everyone together.
Well, she's right. I mean, and you know, ding dong down in Florida, you know, Joe will give him whatever he needs, but you know, he really needs to eat crow, that man. He really
Yeah.
does. He doesn't care anything about the people there, really. So,
Aw.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Going to rest, but saw you were on. Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Peace Mama.
Andrew, thank you, Mary
Yeah,
Thornberry.
working
That's
Andrew.
right.
Yeah,
Andrew.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Escape.
I hope there's no more.
Me
Okay.
too. Me too.
Burning Girl, we usually do, just oracles and archetypes, but I think yours is quite interesting. We might have to make an exception.
Try. Yeah, we can try it out. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's what we
Mhm.
usually get. So would you like to do yours first, your
Sure, I
archetype?
would. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
I have a very interesting lady, and found out a little bit about her. So I don't know if you're going to put her picture up. There you go. Some of you are already going to know who she is, but this is Judge Tanya Sue Chutkin, who will preside over the election interference trial in Washington, D.C. She was born in 1962 in Jamaica, and she is July 5th. So she's a Cancerian, I believe. And
Yeah.
yeah, she was appointed in 2013 by President Barack Obama. She was married to another man appointed as a judge, but they are not together anymore. But she does have two sons, and she was born in 1962. So, you know, she's our age, relatively speaking. Let's put it that way. I mean, I know not all of us are the same age, but she's going to
Well,
be the one on the radar. She's going to be the one that we really. She's the one that I believe will bring down the big guy. It's been told that African American women, and look at them all, are rising in so many different. Look at we have Bonnie Willis down in Atlanta. We have what's her name in New York? Tish James. We have Judge Tanya Chutkin, and we have Kamala Harris. And it's just wonderful to that these women who have always, so to speak, taking a back. Well, women in general take a back seat, but African American or Latino women, women of more ethnic, they've had to take a seat back. And of course, he always has something to say about it. She's no nonsense. She approved Jack Smith's 180-piece document, and she says everything in it. She's looking at it right now. And the Supreme Court has said she is the one that makes the decision about what was done by a president and what was done by a candidate. And so anyway, I have her as the judge. She's definitely the judge. She balances justice and compassion, and she manages the fair distribution of power. She has more fair distribution of power, I believe, than anybody in the Supreme Court. I'm so disgusted with the Supreme Court, with the exception of the three ladies, you know, that are more liberal judges. I can't even imagine what it must be like to have to be in that room with those awful men. So,
to see him every day, right? I don't know if
yes.
they do see him every day, but,
Yeah. But
yeah,
you know, it's like going to a toxic job. You know, we want to get away from that. And these poor women that are in that Supreme Court, you know, they have to deal with this every day. She's also a servant of the people. She
yeah,
believes that this is important for, you know, not in a she delights in serving as a judge, I believe, for the Washington, D.C. court. She's a mediator. She's working with Jack Smith and, unfortunately, but fortunately, the other side, who she pretty much has said, you've had a lot of time to do this. You know, we're not going to wait for you, that kind of thing. She's an advocate for those people, I believe, that have been hurt and wrongly injured in January 6th. And I'm going to say she's a pioneer because, you know, I know that a lot of judges came in under Barack Obama, that women of color, so on and so forth. But I think her name is going to be written in the history books. So I just wanted you to know about her. Yeah.
That gives me chills. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might, great things everybody's saying. We may need 1 million women march.
Yep.
I love this, T. Lynn. Crime is crime. Shouldn't matter the office,
Right.
title, or anything else.
Right. Because look what's happening in New York. Eric Adams is the mayor, but he's not anybody special. Menendez was a senator. He wasn't anybody special. Everybody, the rule of law. That's why this whole thing is so ridiculous. Oh, she's the Queen of Swords. Is that what you? Yeah. She is.
I love that. And Laura Hammond Davis says, we all may need to storm the Supreme Court. That gives me shivers right after Helene.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Chuck God. All the women. All right? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got it, man. I love hearing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only fitting that women get this done. Take down the mess and get the job done.
Get the job done. Yep.
Yeah.
And we've heard over and over that a woman would take him down. We didn't know that it was going to be a bevy of beauties. Honestly, these people are so admirable. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really, really wonderful.
A water tiger. I love that because
there you go, Mary. Yeah.
Why not? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see what she does because I do feel like for a long time I saw that it was going to be women wearing purple and they would be of color. Quite a bit of them that I just kept seeing all of them coming in, all different shades of skin color.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Peace Mama, you love reading her responses. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, he probably will pass before being held accountable. But let's just make sure. I think even going to trial and sitting there like he did in the other trials he's had to do is one form of accountability that man has never had to deal with before. And at least we have that. Yeah. Yeah. It is a perfect time. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. T-Lynn, part of that I agree with, that it's been too slow, but I think if it happened too quickly with 45, that he has such a strong following that
they're worried about violence. I know.
Yeah.
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 Allie, if you're going to be, Ness wants to know if you're going to be on another channel today. You want to ask about your hits on the VP debate.
Well, I will be on for Marina's birthday party tonight. Not birthday party. I'm sorry. It is almost her birthday. Marina's 3,500 subscribers party is tonight. But Libby read on Tanya Chutkan. Wow, a female power drill. I love that. Oh, a female pilot in World War I. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but I want to tell you, Marina and I are going to go on after the debate because our dream show's coming on early on Tuesday, so we can all watch the debate. And J.D. Vance is such a shit. I hope he calls him out on all of it. I really do.
Right? Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will remove our lovely judge. She is beautiful, and she's beautiful too.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she really is.
Yeah, and I think that hurts him when somebody comes in, and it shouldn't matter, right? What we look like. but
Right.
golly,
Oh,
if
he
it's
thinks
somebody
Kamala's beautiful. I know he does. He
yeah,
thinks she's gorgeous, you know?
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. It'll be interesting, to see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
history
it'll
will
be
not be kind to, 45 or MAGA. It
that's
it
right.
will be, but it's gonna be interesting, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
Rossi, you got it, dear.
yeah.
So, just trying to get everybody started here, and I will, pull up my gal, because I got a gal.
You got a gal too?
I
Alright,
got a gal.
alright.
And I won't sing anymore. I'm sorry, you guys.
No,
Let
it's
me just,
fine.
I'm gonna stop screen, and then I'm gonna present another screen, and I'll try this, and if it doesn't work, don't worry
Okay.
about it. I won't keep you guys. There she is. There's my girl. So,
Oh,
I don't know if
Blondie.
you can see her or not, but,
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
definitely a forerunner for women. Um, Deborah
absolutely.
Harry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like the first star of the punk rock
Oh my
females.
god, she's 79?
She is 79.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yeah, and,
That's that's
she had
amazing.
the first number 1 hit that was
Yep,
rap. She was a rapper.
okay.
And I think that one was, let me look. I can't remember the name of that one. It's kinda hard to say, I think. But that song, had Jean D. Baptiste in it.
Oh,
It had, some rappers in it. It had
uh-huh.
all sorts of famous people in it. It was really exciting.
Oh, Rapper's Delight, Mary says.
Yeah,
Was that it?
Rapture.
Yeah, Rapper's
Yeah,
Delight? Yeah,
Rapture. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then, so she was adopted. Her mother was a concert pianist, her birth mother,
Ooh,
and
okay.
she was given up at 4 months old because her mom wanted to pursue her art, and, she always felt like she got her talent from her mom, that was
Sure.
biological.
Uh-huh.
Um, she was a Playboy bunny.
Was
So
she? Oh my
yeah,
goodness. I had no idea. Okay.
yeah, she was extremely attractive, and she became a Playboy bunny.
Uh-huh.
She's a natural redhead, and her friends taught her how to lighten her hair, and then she got that white hair. She learned how to
Uh-huh.
do that out of a box. They say she still does her own hair out of a box, which I love. I'm like, "Okay,
Uh-huh.
girl, you go."
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And, she got the name Blondie from Deborah Harry, from the truckers in New York City, because 'cause she'd be walking around and they'd be saying,
Okay.
"Hey, Blondie, how you doing?"
Oh, and, I'm just gonna say this because someone said she's also a Cancer, but her birthday's July 1st, and Chutkin's was July 5th. Isn't that interesting that we both
Wow.
picked July babies, early July? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carl, you had a crush on her as a boy,
That's cool,
right?
Carl. Yeah.
I I got to see her twice. The first time I think was in the '80s, I'm pretty sure yeah, it was in the '80s, and
Yeah.
the second time was in the aughts. It was oh, no, it was later than that, it was like 2016, I think, and I
Okay.
took my kids to see her play, and we got these great seats, and I stood through the whole thing and danced, and to this day, my son doesn't wanna see me dance. He's like, "Oh god, don't do that." Anyway, okay. So, they used to tear up the hotel rooms, and party. They were like, rock stars, and they were anarchists. So, they would do all that. Today, she's known for drinking Chardonnay, and that's her favorite, so that's all she does. Um, she thinks that she used to hitchhike, and she thinks that Ted Bundy tried to pick her up once. I think you're, muted.
I am muted. I didn't wanna make noise. They were
Okay.
just saying also in the chat that Dame Maggie Smith just died. So, yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
so sorry to hear
I know.
that.
I know. I didn't mean to
I
interrupt you.
loved her.
I know. I know.
Wow,
Yeah.
she was amazing.
She was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, she was hitchhiking and she got picked up by a guy in a car, and he said, "Get in the back," and she did, and she said that, um, the back was all stripped down. There were no levers to open the car
Oh boy.
but she was able to get the window down, and
Mhm.
she jumped out, and he sped away. And then she saw his face when he was arrested. And
Wow.
she
Was she in
really
Washington then at that time? Or because I know he was also in other places, like he went to Atlanta and he went to a few other places, but
yeah,
yeah.
I can't
Okay.
remember where she
That's
was.
okay. Yeah.
And then one of her biggest hits, "Call Me," was earmarked for Stevie Nicks, and Stevie
Oh,
Nicks turned it down, and she got it. So, you
right.
know, she was quite an anarchist, and then she saw Elton John, doing all the work that he did for, AIDS,
Mhm.
and she kinda changed her tune and just became a real, not just an anarchist, but she also became a philanthropist, so,
Okay.
really working for the people.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway, yeah.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
I'm so sorry to hear about Dame Maggie
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
Man.
She must have been in her early 90s or something. Do you think so, guys? Can somebody look up how old she was? Because she had decided she wasn't on the last Downton Abbey, I don't believe. So, yeah,
Wow.
she is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hypnicity. Your sister had a class with Ted at the University of is
Wow.
that Wisconsin?
No,
UW?
Washington. Yeah. He was
Oh.
from Seattle, Tacoma area. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was 89.
She was oh, okay. 89. Okay.
Yeah, and Jen says 98. See, that's
You
my
must
birthday,
just got it
Jen.
backwards, Jen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I always move my numbers backwards too.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
The legends that we grew up with. And, I remember when my parents would watch and say, "Oh, did you hear so and so died?" And, like Gracie Allen or whatever. And now we're doing it. Now we're
right?
actually doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because now a lot of the people that I grew up thinking, well, they're a little bit older than me or they're a lot older, and then that now they're passing and it's like,
I
okay.
know. I guess they're a little bit older than me. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, yeah, Rapture was a rap song. Okay, cool. Um, wow. Yeah,
Did
that's so
she sing
sad.
did she sing Heaven is a Place on Earth, or is that Brenda Carlisle? I can't remember, but I love that song,
I
and
don't
it's like the
remember.
'80s, songs,
Yeah,
that I enjoy so much. Wow.
yeah. She was pretty cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, now let me talk about well, she was a femme
Oh, her
fatale.
archetypes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, her archetypes. She was definitely a femme fatale. So, I mean, talk about a saboteur, an
Mhm.
anarchist. She
Uh-huh.
was, and she was out to get like the people that did all this stuff. I'm gonna put up a child wounded just because, and an not really an orphan, but because she was adopted, and she would talk about like when she was getting all her photos done and stuff, the only way to do that is to sleep with a photographer. And so it was just a thing. It was just part of the machine. But she's also a queen.
Oh, yeah.
So she
Yeah.
is the queen of punk, man, in a
Uh-huh.
speaker.
That's
So,
right. That's
yep,
right. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. That's
yeah.
amazing. That's wonderful. 2 strong Cancerian women. Thank you. Yep.
Mhm. Just a
Beautiful
little
energy.
bit different from each other, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they were. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome. Mhm.
yep. So, like the Meyer couch, right, Judy? Yeah, yeah.
Well, apparently, it's still happening because this Puff Daddy, Sean Combs crap, the people are coming out of the woodwork, and they were it's really not good what I'm
No,
seeing. So,
there's a
yeah.
lot of people going down for that.
There are. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been reading on that for a little while because I saw it about a year ago coming in, and all the stuff. I mean, it had some tail back then, but now it's really
Yeah.
got it.
I
And,
remember hearing about how weird he was, and then remember He got the key to the New York City by Mayor Eric Adams. I bet Adams is going to be some here. We're going to hear about him in there as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they said. That's why everybody's leaving now.
Okay.
That they're all going down, and there's going to be, I think they found like 2,000 bottles of baby oil or something when they raided his house.
Lubricant. Yeah.
Lubricant.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. They are connected. It's going to be a big old mess.
Yep.
And it's going to be interesting because I think it's going to be not just people in the music industry, like you said.
no.
It's going to be a lot of interest.
Well, this is what the astrological energy is also. It's uncovering all things that have been hidden. And so we're going to see a lot of hidden things that will come out from a lot of different areas, I think. So
yeah. And it's Reverend Rick's going to be on, and we're going to talk about shame.
Good.
And we were talking about that the other day, but I feel like a lot of times if a woman has been abused sexually or anyway, then there's a lot of shame around that. And as a society, we are not good about taking care of those women, right? We shame them again.
We do.
And and we put them in a timeout or whatnot. And now it's just going to change. Yeah, young girls and boys, right, Judy?
Justin Bieber, I think he's got a story to tell, and you can tell he's not really well anyway. I don't, he's got some mental issues.
Yeah, he's definitely. Wonder if Bieber, T-Lynn says, wonder if Bieber will talk. Just saw previous interview where he said he's protecting Billie Eilish from what he was subjected to.
Yeah. Yep. It reminds me of Michael Jackson and the Home Alone guy. Remember that whole thing when he used to go over to his house? The guy that played Kevin, that guy. Yeah.
What was his name? Matt or Matthew, or I can't remember.
No, I just can't think of it. But it was that whole family is now in entertainment.
Macaulay Culkin.
Culkin. Thank you.
Macaulay. Yeah. The Style Council. I don't remember who they were, the Style Council.
Me either.
Yeah. You're cooler than me anyway.
Yes, Viviani. There you go. You're styling.
Yeah. Laced with drugs, they say, in the oil. Yeah. It's going to be a big old mess. It's going to take down people. It's like it didn't happen with what's his face, the other guy that had the island,
Epstein.
Yeah. They all didn't come down with Epstein, but they're going to come down, I think, with this one, a lot of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of ties. And look, Trump's got pictures with Diddy and with Epstein and probably a lot of other weirdos. So he'll be part of that as well.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I think we will be shocked at who gets exposed, right?
I think so. Well, we might and we might not. It might be like, well, I always like what surprised me, I was Usher. And I think I saw something about Jay-Z. Not a nice person. Actually, they're saying Jay-Z is worse than Diddy. So I don't know how, but they are interconnected. Yep, that's true.
When okay, and this is me being kind of a fan and a weirdo, but when Jay-Z and Beyonce had one of their babies, I think the first baby, at the hospital, they closed everything off so that the women that were pregnant and going in there to give birth, they couldn't get in, and then the husbands can come in and see their family.
Oh my goodness.
It was like they had the security thing, Blue Ivy. Yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
So I thought, anybody that does that.
That's awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, your automatic writing has been saying this, hypnicity. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Viviani says the Style Council songs, You're the Best Thing and Shout to the Top.
Around 1985. I'll have to look it up because I'm a big 80s fan. I probably will recognize it once I hear the song. Yeah.
Oh, Gloria Alfred. She's got on top of everything, that girl.
She and her
Yeah.
daughter are the same. Her daughter does the same thing, Gloria's daughter.
Does
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mary says, do you think some of this abuse comes from the suppression of being gay and the anger comes out in abusive? You know, he was with both men and women, and he made some other people. I'm not saying he made them gay. I just mean he put them in a
Right.
situation where they followed through. Let's put it that way. And I think so. It's like if you are, it's very interesting that it matters so much at this point, because this isn't 60s, 70s Hollywood. This is now where people are all kinds of things, including Wayne Brady, who's pansexual. So it's not like it's a big, secret or anything. But that's an interesting thought, Mary.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. I heard about this.
The man France. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't imagine. Can't imagine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they will
All
be.
right.
You're
Well,
right.
we
Let's
stunk out
turn
this one.
to happier things. And there we go. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's go in. Leah says, "Hello, wise women of the show. Love you dearly."
Aw,
Aw. You
we
should
love you
know,
too.
heart and soul, holding space, Allie and Terry's beautiful place here. We grow here. We love here. Oh, you're
That
just
is
saying
so
something
beautiful. Thank you,
sweet.
Leah. We love having
Leah.
you here. Yeah.
So much
Uh-huh.
love, honey.
Yeah.
And then I love this. I had to put this up that Annie said, "I think Jimmy Carter is a planetary light worker.
I
Does that
agree.
make him an archetype?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Definitely he's an archetype. And we've been talking about that for a while, that he's gonna be here. You said that right before we came on, waiting on his birthday.
His birthday's Monday. He'll be 100, and he's waiting on voting for Kamala. And if he can do his vote early, then he has free reign to do whatever he wants. But there's archetypes that are not, they're always there, but they're not like in our cards because they're new. And I think that this would be a
Ah,
new archetype. I think you're right completely, though. That
yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, Annie.
Yeah.
Okay, and, Ness would like an archetype reading,
All right,
please.
Ines.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can come up with. Oh my goodness. I have here that you have the Midas touch. It says here that entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. I love that for you. And I can see that in you because of all your creativity and the way that you express it. So yeah, you're certainly not the miser. You're the Midas, the Midasess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a great one for you, young lady. Let's see. There we go. So I got number 1. You are the destroyer.
Ooh.
I love this so much.
Uh-huh.
Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life.
Beautiful.
So I love that for you, Ness. And
Mhm.
then also I pulled another one, the lover. So it's funny, I pulled some cards for her the other day and I got a lot of romance.
That's
Great
awesome.
passion.
Yeah.
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 Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
beautiful. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounds really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Um, yeah. I got you, Anya. Yeah, thank you, Anya, for putting that in all caps too.
Uh-huh.
Um, let's see. Tea garden chicken.
All right.
You got it, lady.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, I don't know if this makes sense to you or not, but what I have here is the dilettante. And the dilettante is the person who delights in the arts without having to be a professional. So and they alert you to the danger of becoming superficial. And this person is sort of holding up food and holding up art and reading and meditating and plants, and it's like you take a little bit from each area, and that encompasses the whole of who you are. That's what I get out of this card. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And I got the Samaritan for you,
All
the
right.
garden chicken. So
Uh-huh.
light attribute is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore, or I think others ignore. But you're like out there in
Uh-huh.
the fields or in the roads or in the street or in the alleys getting
Yep.
things done.
Yep.
The Good Samaritan.
That's
So
awesome. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next, Jen, the beautiful Jen. May I have a reading? Anything Spirit wants me to know. Thank you, ladies.
Right. Oh my. This is really cool, Jen. Now, before you go, nope, not that. It says you're a virgin. It says here that you manifest symbolic purity of heart and spirit, and you this is in relation to the cosmos. Isn't that beautiful? It's infinite and eternal, and so you are new to it, because a virgin would be something new to the cosmos, but you have the ability to take your purity of your heart and spirit in order to take what the cosmos gives you. So that's what I get for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You're a virgin. Yeah. Did you go back to the Virgin Islands? Yeah. Okay.
I love that. Oh, this is I pulled you a card
Okay.
from my goddesses deck, and
Yeah.
this is Pope Joan, and
Oh.
who I love. Pope Joan was the first female pope. Pardon me. She was a scholar, and her son was set up to go to the seminary and learn. And he got sick, and she cut off her hair and went instead of him.
I
And
remember hearing about that. That's so cool. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
she was caught because the person that worked for her, they fell in love, and she gave birth while she was saying mass. So
Oh
anyway,
my God.
kind of messy.
Excuse me, everybody. I got to do a little pushing. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you take care of business.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to go all the way to the bottom and get everybody. Okay. Well, I'll just do what I can do.
Yeah. You may or may not be read, but we'll try to get to as many as we can before.
Yeah. Yeah. Bernie girl, can you please tell me if I'm going to be a grandmother of twins? I dreamed my deceased sister had triplets and said she had perfect names for the two girls and boy. Now my daughter is pregnant.
Wow.
I'm going to use my pendulum on that.
There you go.
The first thing that Spirit says when they come in with that Bernie girl is that, they're saying yes, but also when they were talking to me, they were saying, if this doesn't take with two in this womb, that there's going to be another one right behind her or him.
Okay.
Because like Irish twins.
Irish twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not getting the right cards to read with. Let's see. Let's try this one. Yeah. I get multidimensionality is one of the cards I get, Bernie Girl, which means to me that whatever babies are born, I believe this will be their first incarnation here on the earth. So that you're going to have a multidimensional grandchild, children, whatever, that will be able to co-create with spirit and are very creative. I do get that. Yeah, it's not telling me. It says to seek guidance. And the only thing I can suggest for you also is, I remember when I was a kid, they did this. Get a pendulum and hold it over her stomach and ask, is it a boy or is it a girl? And then if it goes crazy, it's probably more than one. So, yeah. Twins run the family? Okay. Okay.
Oh, nice burn girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Ness is making focaccia?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm getting
Now
a
I'm
flight
hungry.
down there right now. There you
Right?
go. See you
Yeah.
later.
That's our favorite around here. Let me tell you. Okay. Cynthia. Hello. Without being political, can either of you see the depth of Mark Cuban? Is he a good guy for real?
I saw him talking with, I think it was Nicole Wallace. And, you know, he does that Shark Tank show. And he sees Kamala as an entrepreneur. And the fact that what she's saying makes so much sense. He has seen, he has worked with the former guy. And the former guy, he don't like him. He says he's really, you know, he's not very good. So I'm going to say, if for the most part, Mark Cuban, he is human. So I'm sure he has some frailties and he has some areas that he's not the nicest guy. But from what I saw when he was talking, and he seemed to be genuinely buoyant about Kamala Harris. So I'm going to say he might be a good guy for the most part. Yes, that's what I got.
Interesting. I like that. So, I kind of went into his energy, and he feels like he has a lot of foresight,
Mm-hmm.
or he does have a lot of foresight, and that's why he's been able to do as he's done.
Right.
He also has had times in his life when he's probably cut people off that
Yep.
it may not have been very sympathetic or empathetic the way
Right.
that he did it. He's like kind of like a charging bull or a train rushing
Sure.
through.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
with
there's
all
a lot of
that
people
power.
that would want to take advantage of somebody like that, I would think. So yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. It's good.
yeah. So interesting. Anyway, people are talking about bands here.
Oh, Diamond Lane. Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, Starry, Starry Night. My favorite all-time song. And
Beautiful.
Vincent, oh, the other one. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Paul's here and he's going to go see Air Supply either tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, Paul, you
Mhm.
bad boy, you. I love them.
Right?
I'm all out of love. I'm so
I'm so
lost
lost
without you.
without you. Yeah.
That's
Just
awesome.
amazing.
That's awesome, Paul.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, Anya, when we were talking about the hurricane, she said 3 inches of water outside of Biltmore Village. So
Ooh.
this
Yeah.
means also in Biltmore Village as well. Haven't heard from the River Arts District across the street or French Broad River. Oh boy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, that's way up in the mountains, isn't it? Biltmore Village?
It's in Asheville. Yeah.
Yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
Asheville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love
She's
Asheville.
fairly not real close to Asheville, but close enough to Asheville that yeah.
That's
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, somebody said something about not hearing from Scott
Scott.
Scorpio. Yeah.
Well,
Did you mention
somebody
that?
needs to reach out to him. And maybe he doesn't have any what do you call it? Bandwidth, or
Internet.
might not have electricity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he might be out. And these are really interesting questions today, you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
45 minutes away. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
45 minutes away in Washington would be about 30 miles. I just want you to know. You probably can get to Asheville much faster than I can get to Seattle. All right,
Yeah.
Ross. Yeah.
Rossi wants a reading.
All right. Ooh, 2 of them came out. Let's see. Ooh. All right, so Rossi, you get your glam on because you're the femme fatale. Look at you. You're just gorge. Says here, you highlight the erotic energy of the feminine. You open your heart when your dependency is rejected. I'm going to say I don't believe you're dependent on anybody but yourself. But perhaps when something happens and you feel you've let yourself down, you might feel a bit rejected. But you got things going on, and you don't hold on to anything that's not unnecessary. That's what I get. So if something's not necessary, let it go. And that's such a strong thing to be able to do. So
Yeah. I need more help with that.
uh-huh.
I pulled you this beautiful card. It's the Queen of the Outsiders. Her name is Sarah Lakali. I have arrived. I am where I always will be in love. So, and you know, Kali takes over the world. She can be a destroyer and tear things down, but she can also build them up. She is also the mother of abundance. So, Queen of the Outsiders. I like that.
Queen of the
So,
Outsiders. There you go.
yeah, beautiful.
Bye, Carl. Have a good day, honey.
Bye, Carl. Have
Where you go.
fun.
Yeah.
Um, okay, somebody just ordered a witch hat from Juno. Juno's got
Oh,
another show coming up here,
did you
and
see my earrings? They're witch hats.
are
See?
they?
Yes.
Oh, I love them.
I know. I always get excited when I can put on things that are seasonal that have been sitting and I like, you know. Yeah,
Those are cute.
they
They
are
look like
cute.
they're light too.
Uh-huh. That is cool. That's great, Judy. I love
Okay.
that.
Um, did we get Seascape?
Nope.
Okay, Seascape. I would love an archetype reading.
Okay.
Thanks for remembering.
Mhm. Well, this is an interesting archetype for you. And I get the nun, the monk nun. And what it's saying is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. But when I think of a monk or a nun, I think of somebody that's maybe spends more time like a hermit. That's what I'm getting at, the hermit energy, where you spend more time. You like being at home. You like being there. You like the energy of your home, and that's where you like spending your time. And that when you travel, a lot of it is in your imagination. And how wonderful is that? Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Mhm.
I pulled the king for you as an archetype seascape.
Oh,
So, an
awesome.
enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge.
Yeah.
So, that's beautiful. I'll pull another card for you out of my angel deck too. Oh, because you're a good listener. You've been listening.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Wow. That's awesome.
I love that.
Mhm.
This is really interesting question. Paul asks, I love this question, Paul. Hello, ladies and all. Question: in the afterlife, do we see our funeral going on? I say yes. Is it true? And thank you.
I think we don't even go across to the other side until our funeral or whatever it is period of time. Our soul sort of hangs around with the people we love to make sure they're okay. And so if the funeral's in that time, I would say, oh yeah. And those that might have like a memorial service later, I'm sure they can come visit and they see. Don't you think so, Teri?
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
do. I really
Yeah.
do. I like going to funerals because I get to talk to people that aren't there
I
that
get
other
it.
people
No,
may
I
not
get it.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and really there's a lot of people around and they're pretty funny. Um, my my stepmom was so funny. I mean, she had just a wicked sense of humor. Very
Uh-huh.
dry,
Yeah.
very, very dry. And the stuff that she was saying at her funeral, I was just like, "Oh my god, I gotta get out of here."
Well, I ended
But
up telling some of my father's jokes, and I said, my father, you always used to say, you can't work in a hospital if you don't have any patients. And, stuff, corny stuff. I was, very corny, but very dad, so yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I love that.
I
Okay.
do too.
Peace Mama says that North Carolina just purged 750,000 votes. The voters purged had registered within the last 20 months.
That's so maddening. It's going on in Georgia as well, and Brian Kemp's behind it. Mary Thornberry sent me the link to this documentary, and it's happening. This is how they're going to win. Or they think they're going to win.
Yeah.
But you can go when you go, you can ask for a provisional ballot. And although you can't be sure what they'll do with it, everybody is entitled to a provisional ballot. That makes,
Ugh, that's just horrible.
Yeah. Oklahoma did the same. Oh my God. Okay, Anya.
Archetype reading. She's never had one before. Yeah, I don't see many people using the archetype cards.
No.
And I love them.
I do too. So I got the Prince. I know you're not a male. It says romantic charm and the potential for power. And I love this. It's like the Prince is holding flowers behind his back. So you have this power, you have this ability, but not everybody can see it if they're standing in front of you. But you have it, and sometimes you hold on to it and keep it in the here. It says, in order to get to where you need to be, you just need to focus more of your attention and your consciousness on that. So think about that idea that you, as the Prince, can focus your consciousness and make things happen and bring them to the forefront. Take the flowers away and bring them to the front. There you go.
I love that, Anya. I pulled the Goddess for you. I love that picture too. It's just beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I love that, Anya. The light attribute is the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality.
Awesome.
So yeah, and I love that sensuality. I think I grew up thinking, oh, sensuality, but but then you look at it and you're like, that's where we get our clairs, working with our senses, and it just shows how much you're growing and bringing out. To me, that's what it kind of means, that you're just growing in that right now.
And all of us are really needing to embrace the divine feminine, because that's the new paradigm. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Leah would like a reading on who wishes to show up.
Okay. Who wishes to show up for Leah? I'm hearing West Side Story.
Was that the Sharks and the Skins? Or
when you're a jet till the end. Remember that? Yeah. Wow. All right. Let's see, Leah. Ooh. All right. So I pulled 2 cards from Spirit Walker Oracle cards. The first one is the Veil of Mystery. Secrets unknown, reveal, discover. You are going to start seeing things that have been hidden. We are in that between eclipse time, Leah. So make sure you open yourself up to it. It wants to come out and reveal itself to you. And the angels also say that they can bring you secrets, and they're calling on you also for profound insights. So it looks like you're about to level up.
Yeah. I get Shekinah. So Shekinah is the essence of the divine feminine. And that's who we're talking about here. As the center of everything, there is light. I am that light. I am the light.
I am the light.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Wow. I love that. Leah, that's perfect for you.
It is.
Water Lily had a really interesting thing too. I know we switched topics, but does this have anything to do with Ben leaving J-Lo?
Well, if he didn't know about it then, he certainly knows about it now.
I think
Um,
somebody may have told him something.
it's very possible, but I don't really see him being very nice in any relationship he's in. He's just kind of an ass. He's not at all like Matt Damon. They're best friends. They came up together. He's let a lot of his stuff go to his head. And I want to tell you, his brother Casey is awful. If you don't know who he is, he's an actor as well.
Oh,
He's a misogynist. He's horrible. And so you have
oh,
to wonder, maybe Ben is too. I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think something's
Oh, he's a
something's
Scorpio.
going
Okay.
down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, 2
Uh,
fire signs. Isn't no, Scorpio is not a fire sign, is it? It's an earth sign.
yeah, it's an earth sign, right?
Okay. Okay.
'Cause it's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, and this is the last one that I have,
Okay.
starred. I would love an archetype reading, please. Thank
All
you.
right, Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah. He's earth. Oh, it's earth. All right, water lily. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right? Yeah, they were kind of an odd couple, even though they've been attracted to each other
Uh-huh.
so many times.
Yeah, I don't know. I just when I saw them, um, I remember the reason they broke up before was he would argue with her about, and she would argue. They push each other's buttons. But remember, they were engaged. They were going to get married, and somebody said, "What are you going to do about the rivalry between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees? Because they're from competing towns." And J Lo says, well, we're going to raise our children, and it's not going to be about whether they're a Red Sox or a. And Ben just kind of looked, and I know how much of a Boston fan he is. And, you wonder.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. I
Yeah.
love it.
So, Marby, I got a really great card for you, and it's you are a student. And I have to tell you, we all are a student in this life. We learn and we also teach. But I love this because the persona is embedded in a tree and reading a book. And I think that's kind of cool. So you're not only a student of learning, you're a student of the earth, you're a student of the trees and the rocks and the sky and other things. And it says humility and devotion to knowledge and openness to lifelong learning. And it says here, you feel a tremendous release when you find something that really seems to work for you. It's like you've been studying it, working on it, and the release comes and you're like, yes. So that's what I get for you.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
So I pulled the mediator for you. And look at that beautiful soul. She's got the divine
Uh-huh.
feminine and the divine masculine on either side. That's what I'm going to say that is. And you're doing the balancing. You're doing the balancing act and bringing people together.
Mm-hmm.
Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of the argument. Talk about a beautiful teacher to others, and spiritual growth. So that's you working for that spiritual growth with that divine feminine and divine masculine energy. So bringing everything together.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Yep.
yeah,
Hypnicity, I agree with you. And let's just say I'm going to shut up about Ben Affleck because, but I don't like judging. So I totally get it. And that's one of the
yeah.
things that Buddhists don't usually do. So I'm going to say thank you for the reminder and I appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks everybody for being here.
Yeah,
And I loved our girls, our ladies.
I did too. I did too.
I can't
Everybody have a beautiful weekend and come see us on the Psychathon. We have the list up of when Terry's on with
I'm on with
Jean?
Whimsy
Whimsy
and I
and
can't
Jean?
remember
Sun Psychic
Jean,
Jean?
Sun Psychic
Okay.
Jean. Yeah,
And
who I love
I'm
her book.
on with Marina and Deb Zackow. And so we'll look forward to seeing you over there tomorrow. And everybody have a great one.
Yeah, have a great one. Lots of love,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.